Can you arrest a person for attempted DUI? Hey guys, my name is Anthony Bandiero. I'm an attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Go Law Enforcement Training, bringing a Roadside Chat. This question comes from an officer in Michigan. So while dealing with a subject who has been barred from property, let's say a house, bar, restaurant, I made contact with the subject who advised he had multiple alcoholic beverages and was going to drive his vehicle away. One of these guys, right? The subject refused to perform any PBT or showing indicators, and was showing indicators of intoxication. The subject continued to his vehicle in an attempt to drive away. What do we do? Well, look, I can't give you legal advice. Also, this might be a statutory question, which I don't really get into on this channel, but let me talk about the constitutional issues and some of the criminal defense or the criminal issues that I see here. So in many states, there is a public intoxication law. And quite frankly, that might be the best way to handle a guy like this, right? He's clearly so intoxicated, The cop is telling him, hey, look, I'm a trained observer here. Like, you cannot drive your car. So you're not using good choices here, right? So, maybe public intoxication, that would be a very easy way to handle this. But I got to tell you, if this is all you have and there's no other thing we can get him on, then we may have to charge a guy for attempted DUI. I've never heard of it being done, quite frankly, in my career. But I did talk to a good prosecutor friend of mine not in Michigan, but, Nevada. And she's like, hey, look, attempt is, some overt act plus intent, right? You are intending to commit that crime and you conduct an overt act in furtherance of that crime. Well, this guy meets that definition. He's telling the officer in no uncertain terms that he intends to drive away, and his overt act is walking towards that car, keys in hand, right? So he is he's attempting to commit that offense. And look, is it a great case? Is it a slam dunk case? Is the DA going to take the case in Michigan? I don't know, but it's probably something that resolves at least the problem for the night, right? Maybe he does get convicted. I know in Michigan, they have their law is, if anyone who refuses a breath test is given an automatic 1-year sentence. The problem with this, though, is that with these DUI laws and automatic suspensions is I don't know how this works, though, because that is for a DUI that has been committed. This is an attempted DUI. I do not believe you lose your license for a year because you attempted a DUI. I could be wrong here, but I just don't see it. That's the way the law works. Attempt is just another crime that has look, I could be wrong, but its own penalties and so forth. That's the best answer I have for you. I have this philosophy that if I can try to add some context to this, I try. And I will also tell you that if I was in that situation tonight, if I was a cop working the beat and you had this guy who just refuses to take an Uber home, right? And he's telling you, I'm going to drive that car, get on the phone with somebody. There's probably a district attorney or a prosecutor you can call and say, hey, look, this is what I have. What do you want me to do? Right? And I think that's a good piece of advice too. In fact, maybe that's the best piece of advice versus getting your advice from some guy on YouTube. All right. I hope this has helped a little bit, right? If you like what I'm doing here, subscribe, hit the like button. That's all I ask, really. And it helps show other YouTube viewers that this is content that you found valuable. Keep the questions coming. Until next time, my friends, stay safe.